Okie dokie. Right, we're going to do Adho Mukha Shavasana for the first pose. Dog head down. So we'll just kneel onto our mats. And first of all, place our hands shoulder width apart. Can you see that? I might just change the angle of that. Okay, so place your hands shoulder width apart. So make sure your hands are equally distanced with your fingers, middle finger in the centre, and spread the rest of your fingers wide apart. Squeeze the air out from the palms, and then stretch up through your arms, lock your elbows, so your inner elbows are facing towards each other, and then take your knees back so they're the same distance apart as your hands, and ideally your upper leg should be vertical, or it could be sloping slightly back behind you, but not coming forward. So you don't want this knee to come forward, you want it to be back. And then tuck your toes under. So if you was to draw a straight line from your middle toe, through the centre of your knee, through the centre of your wrist, should then join right through the middle finger along your mat. From here, stretch the top of your head, the crown of your head, so this area here, towards the front of the room. And then try and stretch your tailbone back. So you want to lengthen the two muscles either side of your spine. And at the same time, press your shoulder blades down towards your front chest. So try and bring your shoulder blades together and press your shoulders into the floor. And then try and stretch your head away from you. So we lengthen the spine. Then we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, begin to press down on your hands. Begin to straighten your legs. As you raise the legs up, lock your knees, lift your heels up as high as you can, up off the floor. So you're coming up onto the tops of your toes. Your little toes should just be about touching the floor, and stretching your heels up as high as you can, and then lengthening from your legs, so from your heels all the way up towards your buttocks, and trying to stretch your tailbone as high up towards the ceiling as you can. At this point, try and press your shoulder blades again in towards the front chest, and stretch the top of your head towards your hands. Remember to breathe, take nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. And then begin to stretch your heels down towards the floor. As you stretch your heels down, work your chest towards the floor, but going in the direction towards your feet, and then trying to press your shoulder blades in. Trying to stretch the top of your head towards your hands, and stretch your tailbone as high up towards the ceiling as you possibly can. Remember to breathe. Take nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. So try and feel the stretch is also coming from your armpit area down towards your hip bones. Feel your hip bones stretching away from you as you then try and stretch your heels further and further towards the floor. But also check that you lift your inner ankles up, and then press your thighs back. This helps. So pressing the thighs back helps to stretch the spine, lengthen the spine, all the time trying to work our shoulders further and further down our spine, shoulder blades working down the spine. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Try and relax the tummy muscles, let the abdomen relax, let the lower back muscles relax. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Now, if you feel you want to come down, you can come down, don't have to hold the pose. But if you can, we'll just try and stay a couple of minutes longer, holding this position. Really push down on your hands. As you push on your hands, press your thighs back, stretch your heels down. Work your shoulder blades in towards your front chest. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So it's important that we breathe and we relax the shoulders, we relax around the abdomen. Let the tummy muscles relax, let the lower back muscles relax. Okay, and then we'll come down. When we come down, we'll join our big toes together, take our knees slightly apart, and sit our buttocks onto our heels. And then if you've got some foam blocks, a couple of foam blocks handy, because you might need those, we're going to, from sitting on our buttocks, place our hands onto the floor, and then just slowly walk the hands away from you. But try to feel that your buttocks don't come away from your heels. So if you start to come away, you're better off sitting in this position. If not, you can carry on going forward. If you can keep your buttocks in contact with your heels, you may get to this point and then feel that you can't get your head down onto the floor. That's when you can place the blocks in front of you. Just rest your top of your head, your forehead onto the blocks. And then gradually, as over the weeks, as we extend and lengthen the spine and stretch the muscles, you may find that you can eventually get your hands down and rest your forehead onto the floor. And let your abdomen relax. So let the tummy muscles totally relax. Let the lower back muscles relax. Take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Press your shoulder blades in and try and stretch the top of your head towards your hands and stretch your tailbone away from you in the opposite direction. So we're going to let the top half of the body relax. So we want the chest to relax, abdomen relaxing, lower back muscles relaxing. Deep breaths in and out. But we still want to try and feel we stretch the arms and lengthen the spine. Just take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, and then we'll slowly sit up, and you can just sit and rest for a moment. I'm just going to have a quick drink. If you want to grab a drink yourself, because it is warm tonight. And I think the next pose we're going to do is Trikonasana triangle pose. So I'm just going to move my blocks out of the way. I'm going to turn the mat so it's lengthwise. Just going to adjust the camera position here. Okay, so we're going to do triangle pose, Trikonasana. We'll start from the centre of our mat, so join your big toes together, join your heels together, and then spread your toes wide apart. And from there, from the base of your feet, lift your inner ankles up so they don't grind together, and then stretch up through your shins, through the upper legs, and draw your waist up. And as you do that, lift your chest, so we lift our chest bone higher up, and broaden across the shoulders. Stretch the arms down by the side, thumb in contact with the index finger. Then we're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, we'll bring the hands into Namaste. Take another breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to jump, or if you've got a bag back, step your feet wide apart. Okay. And then stretch your fingers from fingertip to fingertip. Press the weight to the outside of your feet and extend up through your legs, so lock your knees, draw the thigh muscles up, stretch your tailbone down towards the floor, and then lift and extend the chest bone up towards the chin. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to turn the toes of the left foot well in, and then turn the whole of the right foot out 90 degrees. Our right foot, so this right foot here, should be, the right heel should be in line with the centre of our left foot if we was to draw an imaginary line across the mat. Getting the turn on this right leg, whole of the right knee, shin and thigh should be facing towards the right wall in that direction. And from there, so you might find your hips come round to get that action. And then gradually we want to turn, keeping the turn on this leg, so keep that right knee turned round. We want to bring the hips and the chest back to face the front. Take a breath in. As we exhale, then we'll stretch over. So as we stretch over, we want to try and touch the wall with the right hand, and then stretch back to try and touch the wall with the left hand. So we want to keep this upper body dead straight. And we don't want to curve like this, like that. So keep the body straight. Stretch over. Right. Stretch over. And then when you've gone to your maximum, just bring your right hand down to your knee, shin and thigh. Stretch the left hand up towards the ceiling. Important thing, keep the whole of your chest facing forward towards the front of the room. And try and bring this left hip over the top of the right. So the right hip has to come round, left hip has to come back up as we rotate. So you might find you need to come up higher to get that action, and then gradually over the weeks, we can begin to stretch down. Important thing is, put more pressure on the left and stretch your right armpit towards the right as you go down. So we keep the stretch even on the spine. Remember to breathe, nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. So let the abdomen relax, let the lower back muscles relax. Every time you breathe out, you can feel the lower back muscles releasing, abdomen releasing, so tension releases from around the base of the spine and also around from your shoulders. Okay, and then pull the top arm up, turn the feet to the front, and then jump or step the feet back together. And take some breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, so just take a few deep breaths in and out before we do the other side. So when we breathe in and out, try and feel you relax the shoulders in the upper area, shoulder blades relaxing, no tension into the tops of the shoulders. So we'll take another breath in. As we exhale, then we'll bring the hands up into Namaste. Then we take another deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to jump. If you've got a bow back, step the feet wide apart. So again, look at your feet. Check you've got equal distance between your big toes and your heels, and stretch from fingertip to fingertip. So stretch up through your legs, lock your kneecaps, and draw the thighs up towards your waist. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, this time we'll turn the whole of the right foot in as much as we can, and then turn the left foot out 90 degrees. So the left foot, knee and shin should be all stretching towards this left wall. And then try and turn the hips and chest back to face the front. Press the weight more to the outside of your right foot and draw the thighs up on both legs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to stretch over and we're going to try and touch the left wall this time with the left hand, but also pull back with the right, so we keep the stretch even on both sides of the body. Lengthen through the spine and keep stretching. So we want to try and keep this right hip over the top of the left, and then take a breath in. As you exhale, just bring your left hand down to wherever it reaches. Stretch your right hand up towards the ceiling. Now as we stretch down, put more pressure on the right side of your chest, and then stretch your left armpit more towards the left wall. So we stretch evenly both sides of the body. Relax around the abdomen, let the tummy muscles relax, lower back muscles relaxing. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Deep breaths in and out. Relax around the shoulders. Feel that you see if you can go just that bit lower. Okay, and then pull the top arm up, turn the feet to the front, and then jump or step the feet back together. And just relax. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, everyone okay with that so far? Right. So we're going to do Parsvottanasana, the prayer pose behind the back. So we're going to be bringing the hands up behind the back, doing that pose eventually. So what we'll do is start with the feet hip width apart. So step the feet apart. Make sure you've got equal distance between your big toes and your heels, and then extend up through the legs. So extend up through the shins, lock your knees, draw these thighs up towards the waist, and then lift and extend from the chest bone up towards the chin. Draw the outer shoulders back and stretch your arms down by your side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to raise the arms to shoulder level. Take another breath in. As you exhale, draw your arms back behind you as much as you can. So really press your shoulder blades in towards your front chest and keep lifting that chest bone up towards the chin. So the more action we get now, the easier it will be to bring our hands together. Then take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to bend at the elbows and then join your hands behind your back in Namaste. And then take another breath in. So now really draw your upper arms back. So bring your shoulder blades together and then turn your hands up your back and see if you can join your hands together. If you can't manage that, then you can just grab the outside of your elbows. But the important thing is this action in the shoulders. Really draw these back, bring your shoulders together. The more you do that, the easier it becomes to bring your hands into Namaste behind your back. Important thing, keep drawing your elbows back behind you and make sure all your fingers are matching each other and squeeze the air out from the palms. You don't want a gap like this in the hands. So if you can then squeeze that gap back together and push your little fingers into your dorsal spine, into your upper spine area, stretching your head up towards the ceiling. Now let the tummy muscles relax. So let the abdomen totally let go and let the muscles around the buttocks relax. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Keep trying to draw your elbows back. So if you haven't got your hands together, but you're grabbing the outside of your elbows, now draw your elbows back with the grip on the outside of the arms. You really draw that back, pressing your shoulder blades in towards your front chest, lengthening the spine all the way down from the tailbone, all the way up the back, all the way up to the top of your head, crown of the head stretching up towards the ceiling. So although you probably feel there's a lot of pressure in the hands and drawing the elbows back, try and relax around the shoulders, around the shoulder blades, down into the buttocks, around the abdomen. So release the tension, let the stress release from around the base of the spine. As you release that area, you find you get more action come back in the hands. So take another breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to slowly release the hands and just bring them back down by your side. Resist the temptation to shake them and shake all the blood, etc. Okay, and just stand nice and tall, taking some big, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Just going to have a glug of water if you want to grab some water on that. Okay, now have your belt handy if you've got one. And you can just fold it in half, your belt, and then just have it in one hand, doesn't matter which hand. Just move this back a bit so you can see it. So join your big toes together, join your heels. Stand up nice and tall. So spread the toes wide apart and stretch up from the navel area up towards the chest bone. Let's just come into shot there. Look. And draw your shoulders back. And then take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to raise the arms all the way up over our head. Now try and keep your upper arms close to your ears, palms facing towards each other at the moment. And try and draw your outer shoulder area. So this area here, try and draw that back, which is the action of bringing your shoulder blades together. You should feel a good stretch from your navel area up towards your chest bone as you do that. And what you can do is now grab the belt, if you can see that, grab the belt in your both hands so they're shoulder width apart. And you can just grip the belt. And as you grip the belt, try and pull the belt apart. So you're working your hands in opposite directions. And as you do that, you should feel that you get more space in your shoulder area. Lock your elbows, stretch your arms up towards the ceiling, but also draw your arms. So we're trying to have a tug of war with the belt. and then work your legs. So stretch your thighs up towards the ceiling, stretch your tailbone down towards the floor. Relax around the shoulders, and then try and draw your shoulder blades down your back. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. So relax the abdomen, let the lower back muscles relax. Now, as long as you keep gripping on the belt, hopefully the arms won't feel as tired as they normally do, because you're really working those arms now. Relax the shoulders, so don't have the shoulders coming up towards the ears. You want to draw the shoulders away, so create space between your ears and the tops of your shoulders. Keep working the legs. Feel that the weight is in the center of your feet. And most important, take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, you can release the belt, so we keep the arms raised for the moment. Feel the stretch up. So feel that action. As soon as you release the belt, you can feel the work goes out the shoulders. We've got to try and keep that action in the tops of the shoulders. Really stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we'll begin to lower the arms down until we bring them to shoulder level, and then turn the palms down to face the floor. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Now try and feel you lift your chest bone up towards your chin. Open and broaden across the chest. Abdomen muscles relaxing, so release the tension around the base of the spine. Turn the palms back up again, and then we'll bring the arms back up over the head. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Relax the shoulders. Relax the abdomen, let the buttock muscles relax. Okay, and then slowly bring the arms down and bring them back by your side. You probably feel a lot of work up in this area, just doing that. That's a really good way to practice at home with the belt. It really, hopefully you can feel that it really does open and works the chest muscles, helps us gain space in this area, in the rib cage. The more space we can get, the more air we can take in, and the fitter we become gradually. Right, that's the last of the standing poses, you'll be pleased to know, for tonight. I thought it was going to be a bit warm, so yay! So we're going to do some seated poses. So you can turn the mats lengthways. And you probably need 1, 2, maybe 3, or even more if you know how many blocks you need. And you can just put your blanket down in front of your blocks. And then with your belt, you'll need to loop your belt. So that just goes under the sliding buckle, then back over the top. And just have your belt ready, like so. And then we're going to sit onto our blocks. We'll just sit first of all in Dandasana. So join your big toes. In fact, I'll change the angle of that camera now. I need a camera. Okay, so join your big toes, join your heels together. Make sure your feet are pointing up towards the ceiling and your knees are locked. Draw your thigh muscles up towards your waist, and then just lightly press your fingers into the floor. Draw your outer shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades towards your front chest, and stretch the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Press your thighs down at the same time as you do that. Then we're going to bend our knees, and we'll bring our feet in as close as we can, and then just let the knees fall out to the side and bring the feet in so we join the feet together. Then you can take your belt with the buckle towards the front. Take the belt over your head, and then bring the belt low down your back so it's down towards your tailbone, and then just comes over the top of your hip bones and over your feet. Now the buckle will probably be in the centre, so just slide the belt round So the buckle goes to the right or left, normally in the direction where you can pull the end of the belt. So when you pull the belt, the buckle is in the space between your legs and the top of your thighs. So when you do pull it tight, it doesn't pull on the skin or anything like that. No other technical reason than that. Make sure the belt is low down your back. So you don't want it across the back of your waist. You want it low down. And then use that to bring your feet in as close as you can. Every so often you keep tight on the belt. And ideally your knees don't want to be any higher than your hips. If you're finding your knees are right up here, then you're better off to sit maybe on a slightly higher elevated position. So try and draw your knees down towards the floor. Now you can either pull on the feet and extend your chest bone up, or you can grab the belt and pull on, or you can rest onto your thighs, or you can push your tops of your fingers down into the floor. Whichever method you use, we want to try and stretch the spine up. So lengthen the spine. At the same time, draw your knees further down towards the floor. Now, as you get more opening in the hips and the groins, you should start to see the inside of your feet, like the pages of a book opening up. And then try and feel that you burst your chest through your upper arms. So draw your outer shoulders back, stretch the top of your head up towards the ceiling, and at the same time keep trying to draw your knees further down towards the floor. Let the abdomen muscles totally relax. Let the lower back muscles totally relax. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So as you relax in the pose, feeling the muscles around the shoulder blades relaxing even into the tops of the shoulders, we still want to try and stretch the legs, and we want to feel that we open, but we don't want to do it under stress or tension. We want to feel it's a nice natural stretch, lengthening from the abdomen area, lifting up towards our chest bone. So we'll try and open these muscles by relaxing, releasing the stress. Stretching our knees further and further down towards the floor. So you'll feel the opening in the groin. Stretch towards your knees, but draw your thighs towards your waist. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So this is a good way to practice. If you want to sit there and watch your favourite TV programme for 5 or 10 minutes, you can do this and practice some yoga at the same time. That'd be a first, wouldn't it? Right. Okay, we'll take a few more deep breaths in and out through the nose. One more. So as we breathe in, really try and draw your knees down, extend and stretch the spine up, and the head stretching up towards the ceiling, and then relax. So we're going to unbuckle the belt, so slowly begin to release the belt. As we unbuckle the belt, we can then slide it at some point over the top of the feet, and then take that completely back over the top of the head, and then you can just slowly stretch your legs forward, and you can sit there and relax. So I can check what pose I put next. I'll grab the list now so it's closer to hand. Right. So the next pose we're going to do is Siddhasana. So we'll start again from Dandasana, so big toes together, heels together. You stretch the legs out, just sit up nice and tall. Hopefully from the last pose and the pose you've been doing, you feel the upper body is stretching and lengthening, and feel that we sit up a bit straighter. Then we take a breath in, and as we exhale, we'll bend the knees and bring the feet in close together again. And then we'll just begin to let the knees fall down to the floor. Then we're going to take our right foot first of all, lift the right foot up, so lift our right heel up, and bring the right heel into the centre, so that our heel is in the centre and our knee hopefully goes down towards the floor. Then we can lift our left foot up and draw that in to the centre. So the toes of the right foot are going out towards the left, and the left foot is going out towards the right. And both heels should be now in a straight line through the centre of the body and stretching up nice and tall. Draw the outer shoulders back and then just lightly press your fingers into the floor as you stretch up. Lengthen through the spine, stretching your head, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Relax around the shoulders and deep breaths in and out through the nose. Tummy muscles relaxing. You going to join us, Betsy? Now, to increase the stretch a bit more, if you find that very easy, you can create some space in your right calf and your right thigh. Grab the toes of the left foot, lift the foot up and tuck the toes into the top and then try and bring your left knee back down to the floor. You might find at this point, if you're stiff in the ankles, that the left ankle wants to grind into the right ankle. So that's where you have to stretch up. Sometimes if you've got another bit of blanket or your belt, you could just put that in between to soften the blow if you feel the need, just to stop that grinding together. But you have to lift your outer ankle and your left foot up towards the ceiling to stop that. So it's getting that flexibility back into the ankle. And then again, stretch up nice and tall. Lengthen through the spine. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Chest muscles relaxing. Tummy muscles relaxing. Nice deep breaths in and out. Make sure we work the shoulder blades towards the front chest. So we're always trying to bring this action into the upper body. Okay, and then we'll release. So we'll just untuck the toes from the right calf. Bring both feet forward just like that for a moment. And then we're going to swap it around. So this time we're going to grab the left foot first of all, and then lift the left foot up and bring the left heel into the centre with the toes of the left foot going out towards the right. And then lift the right foot up and just lift the right heel so it's coming in front of the left foot and with the heels both in alignment, toes of the right foot going out towards the left. And then see if you can bring both knees back down towards the floor. And then again, lightly press your fingers into the floor. Stretch up nice and tall. So relax the abdomen. So feel that we're lifting the rib cage up away from the pelvis area. Shoulders drawn back. Shoulder blades working in towards your front chest. And crown of head stretching up towards the ceiling. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Now, if you're finding that's easy, again, we can do the same on this side, so we can create some space between the left calf and the left thigh. Lift the right foot up, tuck the toes of the right foot into that space. Again, try to feel the heels are still in the centre, and then see if you can bring your right knee back down towards the floor. Again, those ankles are grinding together, put something soft in between, but try and lift your outer right ankle up towards the ceiling, and then again, lightly press your fingers into the floor. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chest bone up towards the ceiling, relax the abdomen. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So just let the shoulders relax, abdomen relaxing. Nice controlled breathing in and out through the nose. We'll do one more. Breathe in and out. And then you can slowly release the right foot from the left leg And then slowly stretch the legs away from you. And you can just sit however you feel comfortable and take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. Now, for the next pose, you'll need your belt again. So we will need to loosen the belt. So we want to unlock the belt. We've got a complete length of a belt now. We're going to do Janu Shirshasana. So make sure you're seated towards the front of your blocks. This enables you to press your thighs down towards the floor and join your big toes together, join your heels. Then draw your toes as much as you can towards your head and stretch your heels away from them. And as you stretch your heels away, press your thighs down towards the floor. And as you press your thighs down, feel you stretch and lift up through the chest bone. So that gives good action in the upper body and a good seated action. And then for Janu Shirshasana, we're going to bend the right leg and we're going to bring the right foot in as close as we can. So first of all, our toes, our foot is just rolling to the inside. Make sure, as I was just not doing then, with the left foot, the toes are still pointing up towards the ceiling. So don't let that leg fall out to the side and become lazy. If we keep the toes up, it means we keep the hips in alignment. And then we're going to let the right knee rotate down towards the floor. Now don't let the right foot drift under the left thigh. We want it just to the inside. So it makes the shape as if it would go nicely under the thigh, but we want it to stay to the right of the left leg. And then see if you can bring the knee down to the floor. If it doesn't, then grab a foam block or another blanket and feel that space so you support the leg. So it's not waving around in the air. We want it to feel supported. And then again, make sure the toes of the left foot are up towards the ceiling. Now to help get some extension in the spine, we can place the belt around the centre of the left foot. And then with straight arms, as we pull on the belt, try and feel you burst your chest through the upper arms, draw your outer shoulders back, and then work your shoulder blades down your back. Stretch the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Stretch your left heel away from you, draw your toes towards your head. Take deep breaths in and out through the nose. So stretch your left heel away, draw the toes of your left foot towards your head, draw this right thigh up towards your waist, and then try and lengthen the upper body, two muscles either side of the spine. So draw your tailbone down into your blocks, but stretch your head up towards the ceiling, working your shoulder blades in towards the front chest. Relaxing the abdomen muscles, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, and then you can release the belt and then slowly stretch both legs away from you. And then we'll do the other side. So take a breath in. As we exhale, this time we're going to bend our left knee. Bring the left foot in as close as we can. Again, stretch up. Look at the right foot. Make sure the toes of the right foot pointing up towards the ceiling. Press your right thigh down. And then at this point, see if you can stretch and lengthen the spine up towards the ceiling. And then let the left leg rotate down towards the floor. Turn onto the top of the left foot if you can, but don't let it slide underneath the right leg. And then see if you can bring this knee back down to the floor. Take your belt, place the belt around the centre of the right foot this time, and then with straight arms, use the pull of the belt to stretch up. So we're going to try and burst our chest through the upper arms, crown of the head stretching up towards the ceiling, relaxing the abdomen. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So press your shoulder blades in towards your front chest. Draw your toes of your right foot towards your head and stretch your right heel away from you. Press your right thigh down into the floor and then draw this left thigh up towards your waist. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So try and relax the abdomen, let the tummy muscles relax. Keep trying to draw your knee further down towards the floor, the left knee. Press your right thigh down into the floor as well as you stretch the right heel away from you. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, and then release and slowly stretch both legs away. And either just sit however you feel comfortable and have a drink or take a few breaths in. Right. I did say that we're not doing any more standing poses, but I forgot about this next one. Right. Now, have your belt handy down there where your blocks are, because you might need it. And you'll just need one foam block on your mat, so then you can stand up. And then we're going to stand with our heels onto the edge of our foam blocks. Join our big toes together, spread the toes wide apart, and extend up through the legs. So extend through the shins, lock your kneecaps, draw the thighs up, lift the chest bone up towards the chin and draw the shoulders back, stretch the arms down by the side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your arms to shoulder level. So we're doing the last one. And then take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to bend your knees. And then we go slowly down. And then halfway down, we're going to take the knees apart. Keep your heels pressing down. And then squat down. But don't let your buttocks rest onto your heels. They should just hover above. And then bring your hands down onto the floor. At this point, your toes should still be in contact with the floor and your heels in contact with the block. And then begin to walk your hands forward towards the end of the mat and try to bring your shoulders to the inside of your knees to really stretch and lengthen the spine. Stretch the abdomen, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Then we're going to bend the elbows and begin to wind our upper arms underneath our shins, and then see if we can join our hands or fingers behind us, behind the back of our heels. If you can't quite do that, you can take your belt and you can use the belt as an extension, so the belt will come around the back of your heels and your hands either side of that. Some of you may be able to join your hands together. Some of you may be able to just join your fingers together. You may be able to even grab your wrists if you're really that flexible. Wherever you're managing, use that stretch to lengthen the spine. So press your shoulder blades in towards your front chest, lengthen the spine, press your heels down towards the floor. Try and lower your knees further down towards the floor if you can. And remember to breathe. Take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then slowly begin to stretch the hands back forwards towards the front of the mat. And then we're going to take another breath in. As we exhale, begin to press down on your heels. Slowly come back all the way back up to center. And then lower the arms down by your side. And then you can slowly step off of your blocks. And you can take some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. We'll do a couple of more seated poses before we do some relaxation. So we just put our blanket back in front of our block. In fact, I'm going to fold my blanket completely out like that. This one. I'm going to hold my legs on the blanket. So now the amount of blocks you need is however many you're used to sitting on in Virasana. So Virasana is where we have the knees together, and we sit like this. That's Virasana position, where we sit like that, and we might be sitting on blocks to elevate ourselves up. So we start with the heels together, big toes together, knees pointing up towards the ceiling, thighs drawing up towards the waist and pressing down into the floor. Stretch up nicely tall, so sit up tall and take a breath in. As you exhale, we'll bend the right knee. So hug your shin on the right leg, and as you hug the shin, use that to extend and lift the spine up. Also look at your left leg, make sure the toes of the left foot are pointing up towards the ceiling, and press this left thigh as much as you can down into the floor as you stretch your heel away from you. Then we're going to just rest our our left hand onto the floor. With our right hand on the top of just above our ankle, we'll take a breath in. As we exhale, we're then going to bend the right knee and bring that into Virasana shaped foot. So this is Triangle Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana. I'll say that after a couple of lemon challenge, right? Okay, so draw the thigh muscle up. Draw the left thigh muscle up towards the waist. Again, look at the left foot, make sure it's pointing up towards the ceiling. Then you can take your belt, place your belt around your left foot, and then with straight arms, use the pull of the belt to stretch the spine up. So try and burst your chest through your upper arms. So try not to collapse the chest in this way. We really want to draw the outer shoulders back, lift the chest up, crown of head stretching up towards the ceiling. At the same time, press the left thigh down and draw the right thigh towards the waist. Relax the abdomen, let the tummy muscles relax, let the lower back muscles relax. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. So every time you breathe out, feel the abdomen relaxes. And as you relax the abdomen, you may feel that the spine grows by another millimetre or two. It feels like it's lengthening, and the head gets maybe a bit higher towards the ceiling. Left thigh pressing down towards the floor. Okay, and then release the belt. Bring the right leg back forward and join the feet together again. And then we'll take a breath in. As we exhale, this time we'll bend the left knee. Bring the left leg in as close as you can. Grab the left shin and take a breath in. As we exhale, we'll stretch up. So lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders back. Again, look at the toes of the right foot. Draw the toes towards your head. Stretch your right heel away from you. And then take another breath in. As you exhale, we'll bring the right hand fingers onto the floor. And then have the left hand just over the top of the left foot, above the ankle. Take a breath in. As we exhale, then we'll bend the left knee and bring that into a Virasana shape on the left side. And then you can take the belt, place the belt around the centre of the right foot. And then begin to pull on the belt. As we pull on the belt, feel that we stretch, lengthen the spine either side of the two muscles either side of the spine. Stretch the head up towards the ceiling. Draw the outer shoulders back and press the shoulder blades in towards the front chest. Draw this left thigh up towards the waist. At the same time, draw the right thigh towards the waist and press the right thigh down towards the floor. Stretch the right heel away from you as you stretch and lengthen up. Both buttocks should be even on the block. So if you feel all the weight maybe going over onto the right, you need to press more down onto the left side to keep the stretch even on both sides. If you're really struggling, then go on a higher lift. If it's half a block or another block, it's better to keep the pelvis level and be tilted like that. So, deep breaths in and out, abdomen relaxing, lower back muscles relaxing. Okay, and then release. Stretch both legs forward. Now, I thought I'd just throw this one in just to see. Some of you might find this easy, some of you might not. Now, we did a few minutes ago January Shusiasana, so we bent the right leg and then we just let the right leg fall down to the side and we kept the right leg in. Now, what you can try now is to lift that right foot up and bring that onto the top of your left thigh and then see if you can bring your right knee down towards the floor. If it won't go, then put some support underneath there just to support your knee. And then we can take a belt and place the belt around the left leg. Same action with the belt. Use the belt to pull and sit up, and then try and stretch the right knee down towards the floor. Lift your outer right ankle up towards the ceiling and stretch your toes out towards the left. So don't let the ankle collapse. So really lift your leg up, stretch up nice and tall, relax the abdomen. Deep breaths in. If you can't quite do that, then go back to Janu Shirshasana if you can't get your foot onto the top of your thigh. Okay, it's just the next stage up for this pose. And then we'll release, join the feet together again. You need to move your blocks to the other side. Breathe in as you exhale. This time we'll bend the left knee. And then sit up nice and tall. Begin to just let the left knee rotate out to the side. And then lift your left foot up if you can. And see if you can place your left foot onto the top of your right thigh this time. Put some support under there. Again, outer ankle, lift your outer ankle up as you try and stretch your knee down towards the floor. And then we'll take our belt, place the belt around the outstretched right foot this time. And then again, with straight arms, use the belt to pull on the belt, extend the spine. Stretch your right heel away from you. Try and draw your left knee further down towards the floor. Crown of the head stretching up towards the ceiling. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, and then we'll release the belt and we'll stretch both legs away from you. And that means it's relaxation time. So, if you want to get your mats ready for relaxation, I'll just turn mine lengthwise. And then I'll fold my blanket in half again. And then I'm going to free fold it one way and then fold it back on the other. Just so I've got a nice even platform. Then place that onto my pad. Now make sure you're going to be warm. You don't want the body to get cold when you're relaxing. So if you've got any windows or doors open that you want to shut, by all means do that. When you lie back on your shoulder pad, on your blanket, the edge of the blanket needs to be at your lowest rib. And so that supports the whole of the spine, enables the shoulders to release down towards the floor, and then just let the feet fall out to the side. You can have the arms just slightly away from the body, back of the hands on the floor, with the fingers gently curling. And then focus your eyes towards your chest, and then close the eyes in the sockets. So just take a few normal breaths in through the nose and back out through the nose. Just feel yourself calming down, having just worked and stretched parts of the body we didn't realise we hadn't worked for a while. And just let yourselves totally go. The teeth should be slightly apart. The tongue should be resting on the lower part of the mouth. And your lips should be gently touching. Just take a breath in through the nose and back out through the nose. Just try and keep your breathing even and steady. And as you breathe in and out, feel the skin soften across the face. Feel the facial muscles relaxing. And then feel the skin softening across the scalp, down the back of the head, down into the top of the neck. And then feel the muscles in the tops of your shoulders releasing and relaxing and letting go. And as you release the muscles in the tops of the shoulders, you can then feel the muscles in the arms begin to relax. Tops of the arms relaxing. Down towards the elbows, feel the muscles completely releasing. And then down towards the forearm. And eventually all the way down to your fingers. Just feel the arms feeling heavier as you relax, muscles relaxing. No tension anywhere. And then come back up to the tops of the shoulders and then feel the muscles around the shoulder blades totally releasing. Feel the muscles around the shoulder blades softening. And as they soften, you can feel them release. The muscles become more and more relaxed. Feel the muscles around your rib cage, around the front chest area relaxing. And then feel the muscles around the tummy area, the abdomen area. Feel those muscles relax and release. And as you relax the tummy muscles, you can feel the muscles around the base of the spine releasing as well. And then relax around the buttocks. Feel the muscles relax. And as you relax in the tops of the thighs, no tension in the tops of the thighs. Feel the muscles down the legs, around the knees releasing, all the way down to your toes. Feel every muscle in your body just releasing and letting go. No tension anywhere. And then just come back to your breath. Feel the breath. Come in through the nose and then back out through the nose. And then for each breath that you breathe out, you can feel all the muscles relaxing in the body. And so we begin to associate relaxing with breathing. As the breathing relaxes the body, all the tension releases from around the spine, the lower back. So we begin to increase the length of the breath. So take a longer breath in and an equally longer breath out. Keep continuing to slow the breath down. I'm going to be quiet now, just for 5 minutes, and let you totally relax on your own. Just slowing the breath down, feeling the whole of your body relaxing and releasing. Okay, now keep your eyes closed for a moment and we'll just slowly bend our knees. And then we'll gently roll over onto our right hand side. Keeping the eyes closed, join your knees, join your heels, keep the spine in one straight line. And again, still keeping your eyes closed for a moment, gently roll over onto the left hand side. Again, join your knees, join your heels, and then begin to slowly open the eyes. Just take some of the half light in the room, and when you feel ready, you may slowly come up from there.